write, "Dear Diary, I know I should be asleep already, but I just can't sleep. If I don't write this all down, I'll burst. Tonight, after my brothers and I all climbed into bed, I overheard Mama and Papa whispering. They were talking about leaving our little house in Juarez, Mexico, where we've lived our whole lives, and moving to the United States. I don't understand. Why? How can I sleep knowing we might leave Mexico forever? I'll have to get to the bottom of this tomorrow." Well, later on, I find out at breakfast that the reason we're leaving Mexico to go to the United States is because my father has lost his job. And there's no work. There's no work in Mexico. So we have to go, we have to sell everything, and we have to go north to the United States. And so my mom and I understand how difficult this is going to be. But my little brothers, they don't understand. They're having a good old time. They're excited about going to the other side. And I have to say goodbye to my best friend, Michi. And I tell Michi that I'll never find a friend like her in California. Never, ever, ever. And we each give each other a special stone in the shape, of a heart. And we promise never to forget each other. And then the story goes on. I think, in my head, what if I never learn English? What if I'm not allowed to speak Spanish? What if I never see my friend Michi again? And what if we never come back? And when I was a little girl, we were not allowed to speak Spanish, and that was very, very hard, feeling like our language wasn't important, like we were not important. But we learned our English, and I was fortunate. I was one of the lucky ones whose parents said, "You will not forget your Spanish. You can learn English, but not forget your Spanish." And so my mother and I would go to the library, and she taught me how to read in Spanish, and she taught me how to write. And to this day, I have her to thank for that, and my teachers to thank for my English, because I learned English very well, became an English major, and graduated with honors, and became a teacher. And then after I was a teacher, I became a writer. And in this story, my father sees how worried I am, and he says, "Mija, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay." And I ask him, "How do you know everything's going to be okay?" And he says, "Because you are stronger than you think." In other words, no matter what, you are stronger than you think. Eres más fuerte de lo que tú crees. Es lo que me dijo mi papá. And I'm just going to share one more page from this because the story goes on. I share with you our journey as we leave. We come through the desert, this desert, as we come from El Paso to Mexicali, from Mexicali to Tijuana, from Tijuana to San Isidro, from San Isidro to Los Angeles, from Los Angeles to El Monte. Till we finally got to where we were going, where my father found work. And my grandmother gives me a special journal, and she says, "Mijita, this is for you to write your story." And she said, "I want you to listen to these words carefully." So I want everybody to really listen, because I'm going to tell you my grandmother's words. My grandmother said to me, "Never forget who you are and where you are from. Keep your language and your culture alive in your diary and in your heart."